What's going on, YouTubeites? Welcome to Lords of the Long Box presents the Cover Price Top 10 for the week ending April 4th. Hope you guys had a great Easter. DJ Curse, how's your Easter, man? You have a good time?
Yeah, man. I just relaxed at home, took care of, just relaxed, man. It was my day off, so took it easy that day. Didn't really do too much. Just sat around the house, kind of binge watched a couple of shows, but yeah, I had a good day.
Exactly. I didn't do a darn thing. When you don't have like little kids anymore, it's for Easter. It's like, what do you do? You know what I mean? So I think you want to show us something there because I think DJ Curse Words has been throwing down the gauntlet when he threw out his little Mickey Mouse portable turntable. What do you got there?
So this is my portable. I'm going to do battle with them with. As you can see here, it's represented. We got the Hulk. We've got the Green Lantern 45 represented here, the 45 adapter. We got the Flash. We got Spider-Man. Let me try to hold that up to the camera closer. Hold on.
Yo, that is hype, son. That's dope.
Nice. Yeah. Old school art on there, man.
For those who don't know, and DJ Cursewords probably doesn't know this, there's a whole subset hobby of turntablists that use portables. And on the lower right of that box, you see that's the fader that you use. So next week, boys and girls, DJ Curse is going to throw it down on the portable for you, DJ Cursewords. But why you guys...
Words.
That's right. But while you guys congregate, DJ Curse has a little something for you right now. It's all you, man.
Everybody getting on my 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 so just don't know how to act too wild. Get away from me, love, let chance you see. This is what you do to me. Got me rolled to the bone. That's why home go get at night. I come running home to treat you right. Try to spend time with my two children, but this way why home go get at night. I come running home to treat you right. Try to spend time with my two children, but this way why home go get at night. I come running home to treat you right. Try to spend time with my two children, but this way why home go get at night. I come running home to treat you right. Try to spend time with my two children, but this world got me round and round. Just can't stop on and on. I might just shipping and phone. That's okay. I do it anyway. Do my best to please you, and in return, what you do. You make sweat. Work. You make my body go jerk. You sweat. You work. You my body go jerk.
My man, DJ Curse on the world famous Beat Junkies throwing it down one time.
Man, I just made that up.
Who was that? I'm trying to find out.
Jungle Brothers.
Jungle Brothers. That's why I was like, that sounds familiar to me. Tell the fine folks where they can find you, Ray, on what days.
Man, you can find me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/I am DJ Curse, just like you see it on the screen right there. You can catch me at various times. If you go to my Twitch page, you can find my schedule. But tomorrow I'll be on probably at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So twitch.tv, I am DJ Curse.
There you go, boys and girls. Yeah, check it out, man. I jam out to it. When he does his 9 a.m. stuff. And then they have cool raids on Twitch too that allows you to go right into it. YouTube should do that, man. That would be cool. I don't know why YouTube doesn't, but Twitch has this cool feature that allows you to do raids. But hey, welcome to the CovrPrice Top 10. Justin, say what's up to the good people.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Unfortunately, the rest of the lords are MIA, so just me and TiVo tonight.
That's right. So we're going to be working hard. We got DJ Curse also with us. Show is sponsored by our friends over at CovrPrice.com. Go to CovrPrice.com. You can sign up for a 2-week free trial, or if you like what you see, you can sign up for $2.99, which gives you a minimum membership, or you get a full-blown membership to see everything and anything for $6.99 a month, pretty much the price of a McRib. That's right. We place values on McRibs here. The show is also sponsored by our friends at KRSComics.com. Go to KRSComics.com. Use discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the KRS Comics store, including this, which I just got.
Ooh, you
may see it for Top Variant Tuesday later. This, that, this, and that. Speaking of which, this and tomorrow, I can't stress this any more than set your timers tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, because this is going to drop. Whew. This is the Mike Mayhew, Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 25. I do believe it's an homage to the Ultimate Spider-Man number 1.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And everybody knows Miles is hot right now, so make sure you check. This is going to go hot. So make sure 12 p.m. Pacific, or excuse me, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, set up an account so you don't have to worry about all that other nonsense of, missing it out in your card or whatever. Show is also sponsored by our friends at Warlock Comics. Tell them the Lord sent you get 20% off your first pressing order, be it 1 book or 1,000 books, and then 10% on any pressing order after that. They also do signatures, facilitation, and also CGC submission. So it's your one-stop shop. More and more things are starting to open up now, guys. So you're getting more opportunities to get stuff signed and submitted to CGC. Mm-hmm. Show's also sponsored by our friends at thegeekyswagshop.com. Go to Geeky Swag Shop, use discount code LOTOB, get 10% off hoodies. If it's too warm for you, you can still get t-shirts and gaiters for your mouth, your face, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So you know what? I've read a funny joke where people are saying, "Yo, chicks with really pretty eyes are really loving it right now." You just wear a mask and they don't say anything else.
They're a 6 with the mask, but when you take it off, they're a 4.
It's just like, yeah. But I find it interesting. If you see somebody with attractive eyes, they typically have everything else looks good too. You never know. You never know.
You're not used to looking just straight at the eyes.
There you go. Maybe next week Ray can play Strobe Light Honeys by
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep, that's right, the Strobe Light Honeys. Basically, it's a song about how when the club lights come on, ooh, Lord have mercy, that's what you see. All right, let's get right to it, boys and girls. This is the cover
shout
price.
Out to actually, Aegis Comics of Alaska with that $4.99 super chat. Look at that. DJ Curse Words and the Kevin Feige approved turntable are ready.
Uh-oh. Okay, all right. We're going to have the portable ready for you next week, DJ Curse Words. You'll be amazed at what DJ Curse can do on a portable, scratching and cutting. We shall see.
Curse Words.
Yeah, he's calling them out.
Oh, man, that'd be a good battle.
It's calling them out. All right. All right, so once again, this is the Cover Price Top 10 for the comics week ending April 4th, right around there. This comes out every Monday from our friends at CoverPrice.com. And as always, there's always one that doesn't quite break the top 10, but we feel it is good enough to be a runner-up. And today, that runner-up is, is what I should have said instead of ooh. This is Black Cat number 4, the Adam Hughes 1-in-25 variant. The great Adam Hughes has admittedly been hit or miss lately. However, this cover truly calls back to some of his best covers. What a good Hughes, when a good Hughes covers hits, it stays. This week it sold 35 copies at a 7-day trend of 120%, had a high sale of $92. I will agree with that. Sometimes Adam Hughes, he gets it right, like on the remember the Spider-Gwen variant, that one that we were showing last week? I mean, that's absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, His internal work is good lord. You
It's
can't,
definitely a miss all the time.
Yeah, it's a miss all the time, but he does some great covers. So and for some reason, it's just like Black Cat, Silk, whatever. I mean, some of these characters and variant artists, they just do a really good job of it. So first winner up on the list, boys and girls, Black Cat number 4, the Adam Hughes variant. Give me a 10, DJ Curse.
Number 10.
All right, what do we got for 10?
Man, Superman number 4, DC Comics from 1986. When you're priced out of that Superboy 9 first King Shark, you go to another Suicide Squad member. It's amazing what a good trailer can do, despite us comic fans already knowing that Idris Elba was actually going to be playing Bloodsport in this issue. So it was his first appearance. It now takes fans to see the character on screen to be inspired to buy a key issue or first appearance. And that's exactly what happened with this one. It sold 52 copies last week, 7-day uptrend of 123%, and a high sale of $212 and a CGC of 9.8. Who's next? Who's next from the Suicide Squad going to be on this list?
Polka Dot Man?
Yeah.
Maybe Weasel.
Ratcatcher?
Yeah. Peacemaker, you think that book has already been priced out, right? I mean, because Peacemaker is getting his own show. What's hilarious is like all the talk shows that John Cena does, he's in full character.
Yes.
It's kind of hilarious, man. I saw he was on Stephen Colbert, I think maybe last night, and he was at, because he's filming Peacemaker. Is that the character's name?
Yes.
Peacemaker as we speak. So he's actually on set. So he's like, you know what? Why not just stay in costume? And it's kind of hilarious what he's doing. So there you go. So number 10 on the list is Superman number 4 from 2000 and. Wow, I mean, 1986. Look at that. But you guys knew he was coming. I don't understand why you guys just buying it now. Like I said, it takes visual evidence for people to just like, you know what, maybe I should buy it now. So there you go. All right, DJ Curse, drop that 9 on him.
Number 9.
Oh, a little extra for the 9. All right. So number 9 is a returning champion from last week. Oh, man. Didn't I get shitted on for not knowing who Yoshitaka, I'm sorry, Shitako, you know what I'm saying. Yoshitaka Amano. Yeah. The famous guy who from video games who's done like 4 covers since then. But anyway, Lunar's Retailer Thank You Green variant is surprisingly still selling well. Retailer Thank You variants don't often hold value, but so this is pretty impressive. It sold 33 copies, had a 70 trend of 194% at a high sale of $250 for a raw copy by the great Yoshitaka Amano. So, Justin, I mean, he's done some stuff for DC like back in the day, right? I mean, how many has he done? Like just a handful?
I can't remember what he's actually done, to be honest. I know a lot of stuff on the video game stuff like that people were talking about. So, I mean, that's what he's really known for. You haven't really seen the DC stuff at all.
Man, I think he's famous for like those like Final Fantasy type games.
Or whatever. Yeah, that original art from like even back in like Final Fantasy 1, like in the 80s, man.
Yeah, so you know, I never played that, so I don't know who he is. But it's interesting how they're coming into the world of comics now. You know what I mean? I mean, people are, and I don't know if it's a thing of 2020, 2021, where they're just seeing something new, let's hype it up. I don't know if it's the Peach Momoko effect, but you know, I mean, this is definitely, I will definitely say this is much more enjoyable than Peach Momoko art, which is hit or miss every now and then. So, except for Aegis Comics of Alaska, who loves to lick Peach Momoko. I'll just leave that at that. All right, DJ Curse, give me an 8.
Number 8.
Damn. What do we got for number 8, Justin?
Hey, X-Men number 4. Hey, Mephisto hasn't shown up, and neither has first appearance of Omega Red. He was rumored to show up in episode 3 of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, but didn't happen. But speculators are still holding strong that he is appearing, so they're putting out their money on this spec. So Omega Red's first appearance last week sold 82 copies, had a 7-day uptrend 90%, and a new high sale in a CGC 9.8 for $499,999. Damn.
Okay. I mean, I still don't see where they think he's. You know what I mean? I'm watching. I'm like, well, okay, maybe the power broker is Omega Red, or they thought he was going to be in Madripoor, or
I guess,
or something, or maybe people know things that we don't, and they are starting to buy it up. But I mean, still very cool cover. One of Jim Lee's best back in the day when he really did some dope covers on X-Men, and this is a high print run. This entire first 10 issues or so of the X-Men series. I mean, come on, X-Men #1 was what the highest sold, most copies sold for a while. I mean, I do believe I held a record for the longest time ever, because it was really one of the first times a comic book had like crazy amount of covers, for X-Men #1. I mean, to this day, I only have the gatefold cover of X-Men #1. Of all the the covers that they had, I only have I just have the gatefold cover, because to me, I thought that was the best one. But there you go. Number 8 on the list, boys and girls, is X-Men #4 from 1992. The height of comic book craziness. All right, DJ Curtis, drop a 7 on me.
Number 7.
All right, I can dig it. All right, number 7 on the list. There you go. I should have put an over-under on Falcon Winter Soldier, but whatever. Number 7 is Truth, Red, White, and Black, #1 from 2003. This is a 7-issue series, had a great early speculation, but recently catapulted into the spotlight with the introduction of, spoiler alert, Isaiah Bradley in the Disney Plus series Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One of 300 African-American soldiers experimented by the U.S. Army in an attempt to create super soldiers. As this lesser known soldier officially hit the TV screen, sales of this issue on this series, including complete sets, have been flying off eBay shelves, and they haven't stopped. It sold 66 copies, had a 7-day trade on 117%, had a high sale of 900 bonards for a 9.8. Here's where why I think people think this has legs. They purposely aged up the actor. So we are definitely going to see some type of flashback scenes, because the actor who plays him is not that old looking. I mean, obviously you can tell that they aged him up. So, who knows? With all, they already said there's going to be an Echo spinoff series from one of the shows. So why not have that? And we know that his grandson is going to end up being Patriot. So maybe a spinoff from that. But the small screen time he did, he looked dope, because when he was angry and all of a sudden he threw that thing and it stuck in the wall, people were like, okay, yeah, he's still got it. Yeah, he still got it. But I guess what's curious is, well, maybe not, because I'm thinking Bucky doesn't really age because of the super soldier serum. But then again, the real Captain America super soldier serum, they age at a slower pace, I do believe. But but obviously, the super soldier serum died with the German scientist, obviously from Captain America, the first Avenger. So it'd be curious, probably, the test they did failed or had bad repercussions, because Isaiah Bradley was not happy to see. But then again, you remember the comment he made to Bucky where he goes, I kicked your ass before, I'll kick your ass again.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do like a flashback, like when he actually was talking to him. That would have been cool to show him back in the 70s.
So if they fought each other in that time, then Bucky definitely ages a lot slower, because he, whatever serum that he took.
He's got the true one. Plus he's in and out of hibernation. Did he get
the true one? Or he got the one from Hydra, and didn't he?
But they always freeze him and bring him back. It's never like he's constantly available.
Yeah, just like Wolverine ages at a really slow pace because it's a healing factor. So we never know. Maybe it's being frozen, because Cap was frozen in the ice for fucking decades at a time. Maybe look at him now. But he did end up aging up to at the end of Avengers. So you never know. It's one of those weird things. Why is Bucky not getting older, but how come Isaiah is getting old? So there you go. But either way, still got a book that's. You don't see that often. I have one, thanks to James, King of Golden State. Bought it at an auction. So you may see it on April 16th when the Lords have their next live auction. So this may be part on there. All right. So number 7 on the list, Truth, Red and Black, number 1 from 2003. Give me a 6, DJ Curse.
Number 6.
666. I do guys for 6, man.
Oh man, I love this book. Such an underrated series. The Ultimates number 1 from Marvel Comics in 2015. So this book has a lot going for it. First off, it is the first team appearance, I should say, with Captain Marvel, Black Panther, America Chavez, Spectrum, and a rare appearance of Blue Marvel, which hopefully will eventually come to the big screen. Yet this is trending specifically for the brief appearance of Io from the Black Panther movies, which he was in episode 3 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Her first appearance in this issue is moving, despite having appeared multiple times before, of course, in Black Panther and Captain America Civil War. But it did sell 22 copies, had a 7-day uptrend, 354%, and a high sale, $49.99 for a raw copy.
So is Io the chick that shows up at the end? Part of the Dora Milaje?
Yeah, and everybody was thinking it was the other character.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw the little things, the little things that they leave around,
beads,
the little beads, I go, that's a Wakandan coming. So I don't think I wonder if we'll see a Okoye or somebody else come across, but obviously the Wakandans really have it out for Baron
Zemo.
Yeah, they really have a Baron Zemo. They want, for what he did through the Winter Soldier, killing, T'Chaka. So be interesting how they bring that in. But it would be dope to see Okoye and just the Dora Milaje just kicking ass. Maybe they use the Dora Milaje to help them fight all the Flag Smashers and their superpowers. But great episode, man. Just when you thought like the Flag Smasher chick was maybe a chaotic neutral or whatever, she ends up and goes blow something up. You're like, damn. I guess so much for her turning to somewhat of a goodie. So there you go. All right, so number 6 on the list, boys and girls, is Ultimates number 1. By the way, which is a great read. It is a fantastic read. It's kind of like they take care of all like the super major cosmic threats of the world and everything. I mean, you got Black Panther, Blue Marvel, Captain Marvel, Spectrum, or Photon, whatever. That's a powerful fucking team if you think about it. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a great team right there. It was a great run, man. Al Ewing and Kenneth Rocafort art was just dope, man. And there's some good variants out there. I'm surprised they may even show up on the Shakers list. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
there's some really good. I remember when everybody was specking on the because this is where the first appearance of that Galactus Lifebringer was as well.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when everybody was talking about Galactus Lifebringer, and that kind of took a thud, but still a great cover, by the way. There's that Galactus. What's the Michelangelo thing? You know what I'm talking about, right? The I forgot what it's called. The something man. Somebody help me on the live chat. There's a great variant for that where it's Galactus. So number 6 on the list is the Ultimates number 1 from 2015. Who would have thunk it? An Ultimates book on here.
I know.
All right.
Nice.
Give me a 5, DJ Curse.
Number 5.
Thank you. And I guess number 5 is from me. This should be no surprise to anybody that Thundercats ends up on this list because of what the director said. But as noted last week, Deadline reported that the Godzilla vs. Kong director, Adam Wingard, is to helm a Thundercats live-action movie for Warner Brothers. While nostalgia has recently taken sales to new heights, this new series set sales on fire. It sold 33 copies, had a 70 trend of 287% at a high sale. $1,600 and a 9.8. Good Lord. Look at that weird Marvel Star Comics imprint. I could have, and last week I said, they were DC. This is one of those books where it was both done by Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
I do believe
right at that time.
Yeah. I mean, after it left Marvel, they went, DC ended up taking over it recently. So we shall see. But number 5 on the list, Thundercats at number 1. Because
This is a good book too, man. And you actually got to be careful. There are 3 printings for this book. There is a 75 cents variant and the newsstand. So be careful when you guys buy this off of a wall. Look for that first print. Don't get that second and third print, man. They're not.
You know what? The way things are going now, second and third prints will probably be hot too. You know, because everybody's gonna buy out number 1, so the first print. So there you go. And I'm not saying that because I have 30 copies of the second one. Just kidding. All right, number 5 on the list, Thundercats number 1 from 1985. Give me a beat, DJ Kirsch.
Number 4.
Nice. I dig it. All right, number 4. This is probably why I got confused. I thought it was DC because Wildstorm ended up being bought by DC.
So this one is a Thundercats is number 0 from Wildstorm from 2002. Again, people are priced out of that Thundercats 1, but this one's awesome, man. You get the J. Scott Campbell cover. This is old school J. Scott Campbell stuff.
That is
so
great.
With the Thundercats getting the film, and again the comic cover from J. Scott Campbell. It's an easy book to find, much cheaper than the number 5 book that we had. So at 45 copies sold last week, 7-day uptrend of 293%, and a high sale for $180 in a CGC 9.8. It's a good series too. I think it went like 6 or 7 issues. Definitely really interesting, and a lot better art, action, and everything.
Tons of. I mean, just look at that cover. That's a phenomenal cover. I mean, that's to be honest with you, if I looked at it, I would be like, is that J. Scott Campbell? I mean, it doesn't really, maybe, but it still looks dope. Because normally you just think of J. Scott Campbell and he's just drawing women on covers, But this one is a little bit of everything, and plus it kind of lends itself to the style that he does. But yeah, man. So it's just nostalgia, but this time the nostalgia buy actually has some meat and bones behind it because of the guy. And if anything, if the guy who did Godzilla versus Kong is doing Thundercats, I'm in line day one. If there's such a thing as a line back, I'm pretty sure there'll be lines. But anyway, I'm there, man, because I really enjoyed Kong versus Godzilla, and apparently the guy said that he's been a huge Thundercats fan, so it's always good for whenever a creator loves it from, whenever they were a child to the very day. And I think, they're the ones that do it justice, as opposed to a director who's just doing it as a job. He actually said, yo, this is a dream project of mine, so ho. What is it? Yo, Thundercats, ho.
Thundercats, ho.
Thundercats. I added the yo in there. So Thundercats, hey, ho. All right, number 4 on the list is Thundercats number 0 from 2002, boys and girls. All right, give me a 3, DJ Curse.
Number 3.
Oh, giving me a trip through the atmosphere with that one. All right, what do we got for number 3? Was it me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll read it then. Shit, I don't mind. This was an odd entry this week, especially when you saw that it sold 104 copies and then had a 7-day trend of 151%. Had a high sale of $515 for a CGC 9.8. X-Men Fever is heating up and moving in strange directions. You think? While early key issues are seeing Spike's first appearances for characters like Bishop, Dazzler, Havoc, Rogue, Kitty Pryde, Phoenix, etc., all going for top dollar. Bishop's speculation lies in his ability to time travel, and since that's already been introduced into the MCU, fans think he may be in the first wave of mutants. We shall see. Speaking of time travel, I don't know if y'all saw, but the Loki trailer dropped.
Oh yeah,
yesterday or today?
This morning.
Today has been so crazy. I don't even remember. Time is such a blur, but there's definitely a lot of spec that's gonna just off of that trailer. The time, we've been talking the Timekeepers, Time Variance Authority. I'm pretty sure they'll be back on the list because they were featured heavily in there, and I love the vibe or the tone of the show. It looks really good. So far, like WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now Loki, all seem to be like 3 totally different types of shows. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to this Loki one. Anytime we get Asgardians and time travel and Owen Wilson. I ever said that. I think it's gonna be great. So man, I can't wait. Speaking of which, tomorrow, Jupiter's Legacy trailer drops. So
Yeah.
make sure you check that out.
So are we calling it
property.
now? Are we saying Jupiter Legacy coming on top 10 next week? It's
Yes.
going to happen, right? It's probably going to be number 1.
Because we saw the trailer. You know, nobody. I mean, you guys seen the picture. You guys knew it was coming. I mean, now I think once they see the trailer, then they're gonna go buy it. So, but there's quite a few first appearances throughout that series. So it's a great read if you haven't read it. I absolutely love it. So, and from the pictures I've seen, they're using comic accurate costumes. See what you can do when you use comic accurate costumes. How cool it can be. So there you go, man. X-Men 282 from 1991. First appearance of Bishop. Wow, Bishop. Who would have thunk it? Well. It is 2021, just an extension to 2020. All right. Give me a 2, DJ Kirsch.
Number two.
2. All right. What do we got for 2, man?
Man, we got a book that definitely we talked about here on Lords of the Long Box for a long-term spec report. Our oldest book on this series, Strange Tales 179, featuring Warlock. Behold, it is the first appearance of Pip the Troll. We talked about this sometime last year. I remember going back to a video.
We had Pip the Troll in long-term spec list.
Yeah, so it may not be the book you've been hunting for, but it's definitely trending because rumors is that he may be appearing in Eternals along with Star Fox. And of course, this book has been take this with a grain of salt that he is appearing, but he may. But hell, people are buying it. It has moved 61 copies last week, had a 7-day uptrend of 300%. And a high sale of $350 for a CGC 9.6. And that's pretty damn good for a 1970s book nobody cared about.
Yeah, I would suggest you buy this entire run, the Strange Tales Warlock run. I think it runs 4 issues. But you know, obviously it's also the first appearance of Gamora, I believe, is in Strange Tales 180 or 181, one of those two. But it's a great if you're gonna have a little mini set collection to go out and get, this would be one of them. But it's been pricey for a while. I'm amazed that Gamora is not priced higher. Right. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe people are just like tired of seeing her. She's been in 2 Guardians film and Avengers film, but you know, maybe once they see her again, it'll jump up because 2020 has proved to us that all the rules are out the window and we have new influx of cash coming into the hobby. So you never know. Once these guys see Gamora, they'll be like, hey, what's her first appearance? Let me go out and get it. So number 2 on the list is Strange Tales number 179. Give me a 1, DJ Curse.
Number 1.
Nice. And this book totally caught me by surprise, man. I wish I would have got it. Shadecraft, number 1, comes in as number 1 on the list. As previously noted, Netflix is picking up Shadecraft from the Lucifer showrunner, Joe Henderson. Since this news hit pre-release, it immediately had a spotlight on it. Typically, these preheaters can arrive DOA. However, we can't throw shade, pun intended, at this new release as it bucked the chat trend and sold 78 copies at a 7-day trend of 761%. Had a high sale of $18 for a raw copy for a book that came out March 31st. Yeah, for a book that came out on last week, March 31st, and it's already been picked up by a Netflix show. I think that announcement came out like a couple days after. I do believe it because I was looking it up. I was trying to find out when, like, if people knew that it was going to be optioned before the book came out. You know, and you know, it's just amazing how quickly things get picked up by Hollywood nowadays. Like, it's like they don't even wait for they'll be like, you know, sometimes they're like, they announce it's going to be made into a show even before the comic comes out, and that's when it really builds up hype. I mean, like we've been saying since day one, when Grogu makes his first comic book appearance, that comic is gonna be crazy. To think that they have the Mandalorian and Grogu haven't showed up, I mean, in a comic. I mean, I think they showed up on covers, right? But
yeah,
they haven't showed up on a comic yet. Can you imagine how crazy that's going to get? Yes, not bad week at all. King of the Golden State, 8 out of 11. So Shadecraft #1. Damn it.
I was looking at it. It was March 4th. So you guys had like 3 weeks to pre-order that book still, and that's crazy that it was #1. So
When did the news come out?
March 4th. March 4th. So
okay. So actually, so people knew that. So people already knew that before it came out, it was being optioned by Netflix.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That is crazy. You know what? But you know what? This goes to show you that Hollywood looks for these small little indie books, and I'll go full screen now. The break up full screen. That anytime these, it's almost like reading the tea leaves. It's almost a given. Like last week, it was the Tokyo Ghost, small, relatively small independent book. Gets picked up, and sure enough, it'll show up on the list, and then it disappears from the list because people buy up all the copies, or it's just priced out and it gets too hot. So, as always, though, we used to say be careful about these options, about how they never see the day of light. But more and more of it is starting to see the day of light, and I think the pandemic is probably to cause most of this, because a lot of the stuff they can do for cheaper, or they can put it on streaming services or what have you. And I think that just. I don't know if Hollywood's running out of ideas or what, but there's some great stories in our world of comic books that they can make into movies and film and TV shows. So there you go, man. We didn't even talk about the Mortal Kombat trailer. My God. That Mortal Kombat book is going through the stratosphere right now. There is no coming back from that render, boys and girls. So
I know, and it got pushed back a week, so we're going to have to wait another week for it.
I think that's smart. I think that's smart because more and more movie theaters are opening up. California is opening up full bore on June 15th. No restrictions at all, full-blown capacity. I mean, they still, suggest you wear masks, but there's going to be indoor dining, outdoor dining, movie theaters. I mean, over the weekend, we went and saw films, try to support our theaters. We even bought as many concessions as we could to support our theaters. I saw Minari on... I wanted to like it, but Stephen Yeun does a great job, but oh my God, that movie's so boring.
I still got to go see Raya.
Raya is good.
Yeah.
Got to see that. And I can't stress this enough. You have to see Nobody.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about that in our
Bob
chat.
Odenkirk is a badass. I never thought I'd say that, but Bob Odenkirk is a badass. And if you wanted to know, it's from the creators of John Wick. See, that's
clearly it's action packed.
Yeah, I mean the trailers kind of show it's action packed, but it's out there, and Bob Odenkirk obviously is a great comedic actor too, so it has some fun parts. But I was really surprised. I was like, wow, this movie's actually pretty fun. What am I doing here? I mean, there's some great films out there. Go support your local films, man. Godzilla vs. Kong, Nobody. I saw a trailer for Dune on the big screen, which seeing it on your monitor or home TV does not do it justice. Seeing Dune. Trailer on the big screen was incredible. That's something I'm looking forward to, and hopefully Warner Brothers changes their release schedule where they release films theatrically and on HBO Max at the same time, because I think that does a disservice to the filmmakers and what their original vision is to be on the big screen in IMAX. Come on, y'all, IMAX, man.
Godzilla vs. Kong was so amazing in the theaters, and then I watched it at home, and it was just like, oof, what a turnoff.
I saw it twice in the theaters, and I saw it once on HBO Max, and I was like, yeah, you gotta see it on the biggest screen possible. You can see the size of just everything and the bombastic sounds and everything is just
screaming.
Nothing. And you know what? Now, if you don't like crowded theaters, now is the perfect time to go, because you are properly spaced and just don't have to worry about people around you, man. You know what I'm saying? For people who don't like going into crowded theaters, but yeah, man. All right, boys and girls, that's it. We will see you back again on Thursday for the Shaker Show. Also, April 16th, mark your calendars for the Lord's comic book auction.
Hell
DJ
yeah.
Curse, any last words? Tell them where the good folks, where they can find you and all that good stuff, just in case they weren't around earlier.
I had my mic off because I was coughing. Yeah. On Twitch, if you go to twitch.tv/I am DJ Curse, just like you see it on the screen there. I'm on tomorrow, probably about 4 o'clock, but if you check out my schedule, it varies. But yeah, go to twitch.tv/I am DJ Curse, and please follow. I appreciate you all.
Yeah, shout out to Audi Russell for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. All right, thank you very much. Any last words, Justin?
Yeah, check out. I dropped a Star Wars spec on the Comic-Con podcast today. Of course, there's last week's episode 13, which I did all by myself because Zach was MIA again. Hopefully this week Zach will be back, and then we'll be doing episode 14. So check that out on my Instagram as well as the Comic-Con podcast Instagram.
That's right. So we will see you guys for sure this Thursday and then Sunday for Letters of Long Box and Mikey Sutton. Speaking of which, Mikey's going to be part of the Shaker Show on Thursday because sometimes he just wants to talk about comic books, and
Nice.
the Shaker's List is a great show for him because it features a lot of old comic books that he used to collect along with us. So Mikey Sutton's going to join us on Thursday. Just not do any of the top 10, but he's going to give us his thoughts on comic books. So I think that'd be fun. And then Sunday, we missed Letters of the Long Box last week. So this Sunday, we're going to drop Letters of the Long Box. And we promise we're going to drop that long-term spec list for you on Sunday. I still don't even know what it is, but I am exhausted with work and everything. And I'm trying to keep it together as quick as I can. I need a break from all you guys. Just kidding. Love all you guys, man. But appreciate the support. So we'll see you Thursday at 6 p.m. for the Shakers of the Week list. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging. I'm just tongue-tied today. Keep digging in those long boxes. Peace out.
Now let's do this. Rewind, select and come again. Pull up that from the top to the very last. Jump.
Who are you to make their lives bitter in hard bondage? In this you shall know that the Lord is faithful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do it! We're here! We're back! Word up! Get super job! You can't get fresher than this. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 5 greatest heroes. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
When it comes, I won't even notice.
Oh, how so?
I'll be too busy looking good.
You can't understand.